Ads May Spur Unhappy Kids to Embrace Materialism by Amy Norton. Background: Materialism is the tendency to consider possessions and physical comfort more important than spiritual values. According to a 2010 study, the popular notion that great income leads to greater happiness is true only to an extent. High earners do not necessarily feel happier. And yet, we continue to live in a society dominated by materialism and greatly influenced by advertising. Unhappy kids who watch a lot of TV ads may come to believe that material possessions are the key to feeling better, new research hints. A number of studies in adults have suggested that unhappiness and materialism can create a vicious circle. People who are dissatisfied with their lives may think material possessions will make them happy, and when that fails, they become even more discontent. Since we're living in a material world, there is concern about what that mindset could mean for kids' life satisfaction. In the new study, researchers found that unlike adults, materialistic 8 to 11 years old did not become less happy over time. On the other hand, unhappy kids did become more consumed by material possessions, but only if they watched a lot of TV. The findings, which appear in the journal Pediatrics, point to links among unhappiness, TV, and materialism, though they cannot prove that TV is the villain. The results do suggest, however, that the ads might teach children that possessions are a way to increase happiness. Study leader Susanna J. Opry, a research associate at the University of Amsterdam in the Netherlands, said in an email. To help guard against that possibility, she suggested that parents help kids adopt a healthy skepticism towards consumer ads. The findings are based on 466 Dutch children between the ages of 8 and 11 who took an online survey 2 times, 1 year apart. On both occasions, the kids answered questions about life satisfaction, how happy they were at home, at school, in their relationships, and with themselves. They also rated the importance of material possessions in their life and the degree to which they thought those things could bring happiness or win them friends. Overall, Opry's team found no evidence that materialistic kids became less happy by the second survey. However, kids who were relatively unhappy in the first survey tended to become more materialistic over the next year, but only if they regularly watched TV shows popular with the preteen crowd. The study points to general patterns, and there are limitations. The researchers used kids' TV shows viewing as a proxy for their exposure for ads, for example. And in the big picture, according to Opry, TV ads would be just one factor that could affect a child's level of materialism. The same is true of life dissatisfaction, she said. Children's social environment, that is, family and peers, plays an important role, Opry said. Values held by family members and peers are more likely to be adopted by the child. No studies have been done to show whether parents' values win out over ads when it comes to kids' materialism. But, Opry said, what we do know is that parents can counteract advertising's influence. Parents can help, she noted, by teaching kids how to view ads with a critical eye and to be skeptical of images that imply a product can make life better. Encouraging kids to see other sources of happiness like love, friendship, and play might also help, according to Opry's team. And why should parents worry about keeping kids off the path towards materialism? It's true that in this study, kids' materials did not seem to lead to unhappiness, Opry noted, but that was only the short-term outlook, she said. Previous studies concluded among adults suggest that it is very likely that children's materialisms will lead to decreased life satisfaction later in life, Opry said. Whether or not TV ads do affect some kids' materialism, experts already recommend that parents limit children's TV viewing and help them become savvy about advertising in general. The American Academy of Pediatrics suggests that kids get no more than 2 hours of non-educational screen time, TVs and computers, each day. The group also advises parents to keep TVs and computers out of their kids' bedrooms.